Hey you guys, welcome back to my Random AF channel. This will be the last video that I do in July. This will also be the very last video that I do while living here. Yes, for those of you who have been following our moving journey, we are still here. We had to work on Monday and Tuesday, so not a lot of stuff got done. But we did get to rest up because Sunday we did hella driving, hella lifting, hella moving. All of our donated and yard sale furniture is in and set up in the townhome. Today is Tuesday. This is our official last night here. I will wake up tomorrow. Junior will take me to work when Junior picks me up. We have a couple things to take care of, and then he's going to take me to our home. Yeah. So, this is our official last night here. I did post on my Facebook that there is a bit of nostalgia as we leave this place. It's been 15 years, you guys. I'm not going to miss this place one bit. But we have made memories here. Courtney was born here. The kids used to tear it up in the parking lot on their skateboards. They used to race from one end to the other with each other and other kids. I used to play Nerf guns in the trees out back. It hasn't been 100% bad. It is bad now. No one should have to live in these kinds of conditions. When we first moved here, the property was maintained, grass was cut, weeds were done, flowers were planted. Our manager was MIA most of the time. The office was only open 2 days a week, if that. But she was on top of it all. You know what I mean? Like, she had landscapers. There was a police officer that would park in the parking lot in the middle of the night on the weekends, and just... she was the one who had the cameras installed in the parking lot years later. Just, I mean... and then she sold the place, and it went from bad to 10 times worse. There's always been certain issues with the property as far as the building, such as mold and mildew with leaks and whatnot. And the plumbing sucks. I have to say these buildings are well over 50 to 100 years old. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were condemned, to be honest. I never worried about break-ins, though. We live on the second floor. We have a big, heavy metal door with a bolt, deadbolt, and a chain. And it's not like they can just creep in through the windows, because we're on the second floor, so there would be some kind of scuffle or noise. But never in 15 years have we had a break-in. Our car, yes. Our apartment, no. That was an experience every time. Let's see, we've had the roof of our car caved in. We've had the driver's side mirror knocked off. That was an accident. Kids were playing. The trunk was, they literally popped the lock off the trunk and took our amp and speakers out. Was not reported until it had exchanged hands, because the person who reported it did not want their own kids to get in trouble. So, but we've never had a break-in. I've other than it being a bad complex and drugs and whatnot, I've never feared for my safety inside this apartment. So that's a good thing I can say about the place. And I'm not as anxious as I thought I was gonna be about moving to a townhome, because we have a living room window, we have 2 ground windows, and a front and back door that anybody can break into. I was really, really nervous about that at first. But having been there and having been in and out of our home already, and I'm just not getting that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's going to be okay. I did come up with a little tiny small strategy, though. I'm going to buy wind chimes. Not the big bulky ones that you would hang on your front porch, but ones that are like just like 4 or 5 chimes in a row. Oh, there's a butterfly on my window. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, but I'm just going to hang them on the inside of the front door and on the inside of the back door. So they will chime as soon as the door is pushed open. And just because I love the look and feel and vibe of a wind chime, I might get a couple, like, ones for the insides of the bottom windows. That and for peace of mind. I also think it'd be cool to open my door and it's like my house is saying, hello, welcome home. You know what I mean? That's just, you know, my take on it. I'm not going to get the annoying ones. I'm just going to get the little chimey ones that just kind of, when you open your door, they just kind of ding-dong each other, and that's it. I'm not going to get I'm not going to overdo it on those, because that does get annoying. But, doing a slideshow of Groot, because he has just grown so much, and we just saw Rocket the other day. He's so big and chunky now, you guys. It's crazy. But, yeah, and I've just kind of been... Courtney's bedroom is dressed with her bed, her dresser, her desk. So I'm just going to get her some bedding and curtains for her room for now. I do have her, like, permanent bed picked out, and it's in one of my wish lists. I think it's on Wish. That I'm going to get her eventually. But right now her room is set up. Just need to get the bedding and her curtains. Like I said, all the furniture from the yard sales have been moved in. I'm just going to take a small washcloth to them because they're already in great condition. Just a little, I think the kitchen table was a little dusty, and one of the dressers. But yeah, kitchen table's nice. I wasn't wanting to get a round one, but this one's like, I don't know. It's just got that family vibe to it, and I don't know. It's wood, and it fits perfectly in the corner where I was going to have it. I'll take pictures as we're moving stuff in, so I can share how we're making our new house a home. Not just with decos, but with picture frames and pictures and, you know what I mean? I think the main thing I'm kind of worried about is our fish tank. We have a 75-gallon corner fish tank. I'm not so worried about the tank itself. That'll fit in the Mazda. It fit in the Dodge Neon, so it'll fit in the Mazda 6. It's Bubba himself. We've had him for so long, and we got him from one of our nice neighbors that we had. She had him, I don't know for how long, so we don't know exactly how old he is, and I'm worried that the move itself will be traumatic for him. So, I think we're going to go to the pet store and, like, PetSmart or something and find the easiest, smoothest, transitional way to move him. I think that's going to be the last thing to go. But tomorrow he's going to be moving the boxed up kitchen stuff to the new place while I'm at work, and take the rest of the stuff out. He's also going to go get a storage unit for our exercise equipment and my papaw's organ, which I plan on getting restored as soon as I find out how much it's going to cost. I can save up for that. They can't give me a price over the phone, so I'm gonna have to get creative. But yeah, this is our official last night here. Hopefully last night was the last time we'll have any kind of trauma or drama. Around 12:30 at night last night, Monday night, just hit my deep sleep. Junior had just dozed off himself, and someone is going around banging on people's doors. Not even a joke. Can't make this shit up. The door itself being banged on didn't wake me up. It was Groot. Groot was laying on my chest and he started barking, and that's what woke me up. Junior opened the door, and the guy there's like a complex literally right next to us. I can jump the fence, bam, I'm on the next property. He was saying that his apartment over there was on fire and someone was trapped inside and he couldn't get a hold of him. So, and he was on the phone with 911. So, Junior, being my Captain America, went out there to see if he could help somebody. And I got all this Discovery ID shit going on through my head. He comes back in about 10-15 minutes later. Felt like an hour. He said there was cops out there. He's like, that guy's going to jail. He said him and another neighbor had found a knife, a big-ass knife, on the ground out there. They turned it into the cops. The cops said to just throw it in the dumpster. Yeah, that's how, yeah. Not even gonna, but that happened. He went back out there to smoke a cigarette, and I waited 5 minutes for him to come back in, and he did not. So I stepped on the front porch, and there was a fire truck pulling in, an EMT, and a couple cruisers. So, and this guy's just chilling in the back of a cop car having random conversations with random people. Like, this guy's on shit. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I don't think anybody was hurt. So, and I don't think there was a fire next door. And if there's a fire in that complex, why aren't you banging on those neighbors' doors? Why did you come to a completely different property to bang on people? Like, dude, you're lucky I didn't answer the door. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's the one thing I'll never miss about this place is the drunks stumbling in at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Being loud as they possibly can. Oh, screaming at the cops to just let them go. Just whatever. I'm not going to miss that at all. But yep, it is Tuesday. It is our official last night here. We are starting a new chapter in our lives, you guys. And in a couple years, we'll do house hunting for a ranch style type house with a full basement and a fenced backyard, and we'll do all that and retire there. But for right now, we're loving the townhome experience. When we are settled, probably on my next day off, I will take a walk around the property. I'll probably add music to the video. There won't be any commentating to it. But yeah, I'll take a walk around the property and I'll video it, and you guys can get a feel for it yourself. Take you around by the pool, through the backyard area of ours. Tomorrow night, when I go home for the first time, I will put Groot on his leash, if Junior doesn't do it before I do, and let him walk around the place smelling everything, getting used to it, welcome him to his new home. He's going to be bound in the kitchen and living room area, which is downstairs, until he's used to the smells and the furniture and whatnot, because we don't need him marking his territory in my new home. Not going to happen, because there's an upstairs and downstairs, so he doesn't have to go all the way downstairs to use his puppy pads in the middle of the night. I'm going to put one of those in my bathroom and show him where that's at, and we're just going to get him acquainted with everything, and it's going to be an adjustment for him. I was looking at bedding and curtains for the boys' room. Eric picked out the curtains. I also found a cheaper bed, which is perfect, because this one does what the one I first found did not. It actually separates. It's a bunk bed, but it can separate into 2 twin beds. So Eric, being 18 and wanting to move out when he's ready, it'll just be the twin beds. We can take one of them apart, put it in the closet or in the storage shed out back, and it would just be Jordan's room. So that's like perfect right there. And it's a black frame, so anything they decide to decorate their room with, it would match. But nope, I was looking for bedding and curtains. All Courtney needs is bedding and curtains. And because our room is going to be Marvel, like the comic books, I'm not a comic book fan, but my husband is. So I'm picking out the stuff. One of them is a do-it-yourself stitch knitting thing, and it's like there's one of them's Captain America, one of them's Iron Man, one of them's the Hulk. I'm going to personally make those for him and put those in a frame. And I found some vintage ones that I'm going to put into frames and hang up for him. But I think I found a Captain Marvel bedding set that I'm happy with. So, and then maybe a Mustang curtain. So yeah, that, I'll let you know if I can get away with doing that. But yeah, just as we're filling the place up and making new memories in a new place and a new chapter in our lives, it's just going to be fantastic. And I'm going to post about it because this is something good happening to people who have worked very hard and have been put through so much, and we've overcome so much, and we're still overcoming, and we're just taking everything day by day. Like, you could, because that's all you can do, is take things one day at a time. And with depression and everything, I still have my bad days, but I'm not in that dark place anymore. And I found one thing to hope for, and I held on to that, and I pushed for that, and I worked for that, and we're getting it. And that's what you have to do. Make your goals, no matter how small they are, even if it's just getting up and taking a shower. Do it. Because you've accomplished something that day, and that's all that matters. And I honestly hope the rest of these people that live in this complex get out, or they just condemn the place altogether and they find a better place to live that way. Because the conditions that this complex has been, honestly, no one deserves to live this way. But we've been blessed, and we've been thankful. We have a roof over our heads. We've had heat. We've had air conditioning, fans, food, clothes. That's all a person needs. That is all a person needs. And now we get to experience it in a better way. Yes, our rent is going to go up, obviously, but it's worth it. And eventually we'll find ourselves in our own actual house, home, where we can retire and have a fenced backyard, and we'll just live the rest of our days out there until we buy a boat and live off the Florida Keys. But just kind of looking up small things that's going to be purchased right, sooner. And I'll go in and take pictures. Everything's set up right now as it is. Don't judge the first pictures. This is not all of our permanent furniture, but this is how our home is right now, and it is good furniture, and it's comfortable furniture, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to go sit on my new couch that is sitting in my new living room, and my new kitchen table that is sitting at my kitchen, and my dishwasher. I bought stuff for my dishwasher, holy shit. They're pods. I thought it had to be like a liquid thing or something, I don't know, but it's, yeah, so that's going to be exciting to use the dishwasher for the first time. And I have a friend who's been sending me washer and dryers on Facebook Messenger, and they're great machines. Not all of them are taking the way that our dryer outlet plug thingy is. So, yeah, I used big words there. I hope you could understand that. That's what that's called. That's the technical term for that plug, is thingy. So I think we're just going to take the picture of it that we took of it when we did the walkthrough to like Rent-A-Center and do it that way maybe. My husband literally went to Best Buy yesterday on his way home from work and stood in the appliance center for 20 minutes. Not one person acknowledged him, looked in his direction, nothing. And then the same thing, he drove straight from there to Lowe's, and the same thing happened there. Now, I don't get what's going on there. So I think we're just going to go with like Rent-A-Center or something. But yeah, washer and dryer is needed, and I think that's, as far as the big stuff, that's it. He's going to get the storage unit tomorrow, and we're out. Like, he's going to pick me up, and I'm going to be in my new home. And that's the update as far as this goes. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week, and I will see you guys on the other side of Milford. Much love.